So one issue out there that seems to be rarely brought up is what type of authority does an encyclical carry when the Holy Father promulgates it? I bring this up because over the past year, as I've been trying to better understand my Catholic faith, I've come across various encyclicals, even papal bulls, which seem to carry a very high level of authority as far as church teachings go. I was looking at some of the encyclicals of past popes, and one of them that came out to me was promulgated back in the mid 19th century by Blessed Pius IX under the title Quanta Cura and the Syllabus Verus. And both of these seem to be a little controversial in that some people said that they held very high authority, and some people tried to demean or just kind of push to the side in general their actual impact. So I've been kind of trying to learn exactly what type of authority encyclicals in general actually do hold. So as I was looking for information on this, I came across another encyclical, which was promulgated on August 12th, 1950 by Venerable and hopefully soon to be blessed Pius XII. It was issued under the name Humani Generis, which, among other things, is noted for talking about the importance of the literal interpretation that Adam and Eve indeed were real people, and their decision to sin, and of course the apple can be seen as a metaphor for sin, but their decision to sin brought the stain of original sin into the world, which is the lacking of sanctifying grace in their life and the lives of their children, including us. So, included in this encyclical was a short notation on just what authority such documents hold within the Church, and it reads as follows: Nor must it be thought that what is expounded in encyclical letters does not of itself demand consent, since in writing such letters the popes do not exercise the supreme power of their teaching authority, for these matters are taught with the ordinary teaching authority, of which it is true to say, He who heareth you heareth me. And generally, what is expounded and inculcated in encyclical letters already, for other reasons, appertains to Catholic doctrine. But if the Supreme Pontiffs, in their official documents, proposedly pass judgment on a matter up to the time under dispute, it is obvious that this matter, according to the mind and will of the pontiffs, cannot be any longer considered a question open to discussion among theologians. I do believe that that quote itself is sufficient for anyone out there that truly wishes to have a better understanding of the authority of encyclicals. There are many other sources to look to when asking this question as well. You can look in the 1917 Catholic Encyclopedia, and there's a small quotation on this, and it reads the following: As for the binding force of these documents, it is generally admitted that the mere fact that the Pope should have given any of his utterances the form of an encyclical does not necessarily constitute an ex cathedra pronouncement and invest it with infallible authority. The decree in which an infallible magisterium of the Holy See is committed must be judged from the circumstances and from the language used in the particular case. Now, if you wish to learn a little bit more about the authority of different letters in the encyclopedia, there's also a recommendation for the following book, which I'll probably put underneath the video here itself. I might also just put it up here on the video. You'll see it here. And from what I can tell right now, this book is also available online to read for free, but it is in Italian. So if you don't read Italian, well, you're just going to have to Google Translate it out as you go, which could be a fun time for you, I'm sure. Not for me. That's for darn sure. I have yet to find a translation in English, so like I said, you're going to have to try to translate it out yourself. But this book is often cited by Orthodox Catholic writers when, when discussing issues of encyclical authoritativeness. I hope this has been a good little talk here. Um, if anyone has any further questions, you can always Google it. Otherwise, I'd definitely be able to take questions. I don't know how good of an answer I can give you, but feel free. And God bless, of course.
I was talking to the students of UCLA last year, and someone in the audience heckled or asked a question. He said, how was Jonah in the belly of the whale for 3 days? I said, I haven't the vaguest idea. But when I get to heaven, I shall ask Jonah. He said, well, suppose Jonah isn't there. Well, I said, then you ask him.